Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Universe Mode. This is going to be the first of 2 matches here on part 2 of Money in the Bank, and it's going to be our United States Championship match. Wait, Johnny, turn around. Johnny Gargano was coming out here because he was United States Champion in the last series, so you're going to give him another shot to get his championship back, but I think we've just found his opponent, who's taken a cheap shot on him, Tommaso Ciampa. Obviously, these two have got their history, so Ciampa stepped up to be the man to face Gargano here tonight, and he doesn't seem to want to wait, but Gargano taking the fight to Ciampa anyway. These two, you're not going to be able to separate these two, and now Gargano's on the offense. He's going to want to take it to Ciampa as well. Are we even going to end up getting a match here tonight? These two, their disdain for one another could lead them both to just continuing the assault on here and having the match thrown out. Bit of behind the scenes stuff is this game is so broken. I actually turned off because Fish and O'Reilly kept jumping the Viking Raiders in their entrance in the tag title match, and so I had to turn off the entrance attacks because I didn't want that to happen. And maybe I'll keep them on for later on in the episodes of Universe Mode, but at least for signing the first champions, I didn't intend on having entrance assaults. But even when I turned them off, the game kept making Tommaso Ciampa come out and attack Johnny Gargano regardless, even though I was controlling Ciampa and didn't press the button to set it off, because this game is just so fantastically well made. I turned off entrance attacks, and the person that I was controlling, that I didn't even trigger it for, kept doing it anyway. But I decided it made kind of sense because it's Ciampa and Gargano, so Ciampa just attacked him, and he's going to ruin the match as a result. But hey ho, the game hates me. But the next 2 matches are multi-man matches, so this is going to be the last time this can ever happen in Money in the Bank, as Ciampa picks up Gargano, playing him face first. And of course I am recording all this in a bunch, so I do not know who won the poll between Raw and SmackDown in the tag title matches. So I've got to hope to try and smash out the best possible matches I can to prove that Raw is the A show, as Gargano reeling on the outside behind his former best friend, now bitter enemy, is Ciampa again on the offense. Big slam. And Gargano's been really taken aback by just the presence of Tommaso Ciampa, because last year, of course, he was on Raw without Ciampa, and he had a chance to sort of focus on himself and get himself, and he became the United States Champion. But Ciampa's here now, and he's not going to let Johnny's dreams come true ever again. Big knee to the corner by Ciampa. There's another knee. Ciampa looking to end Gargano's fairy tale already. Getting him down. I say there's that big arm bar. Arm wrench back. Gargano, he gets to the ropes. But if there's one thing that Johnny Wrestling is known for, it's coming back from the dead in situations like this. But Ciampa now looking to end him with the aptly named fairy tale ending. Gargano reverses it into a Hurricane Rana. And will that be enough to throw Ciampa off his game? No. Up gets Tommaso. And there's a schoolboy into the kick. The Gargano special. And kicks him on the backside. Drop kick misses. And now Ciampa now in control. Roaring clothesline. And now just repeated assault on the skull of Johnny Gargano. And Ciampa, the Black Heart of formerly NXT, now Monday Night Raw, working over Johnny Wrestling. There's a kick to the midsection again. Ciampa reverses it. Gargano up on his shoulders. Face blast, sort of a burning hammer situation there, but he didn't land on his neck, and Gargano rolls to the outside as Ciampa takes this time to boast to the WWE Universe. There's a big German suplex. Gargano into the ropes though. Can't be counted for the pin. And Ciampa looking to continue to isolated. I don't think Ciampa even wanted to score the pinfall there. He's just working on humiliating Gargano in his debut here in Universe Mode. As he fights off another Hurricane Rana, another spurt of life in Johnny Wrestling as the crowd goes wild. Because Gargano, with someone like him, he's down, but can you ever really say he's out? There's the Gargano escape. Ciampa could be forced to submit here, just as I was saying. But Ciampa fights it off. Oh, needed the face of and a punch. Gargano's down. He's back up. Now Ciampa with that arm breaker yet again. Fujiwara style, I believe. And Gargano may be forced to submit to his bitter enemy here on the big stage, here at Money in the Bank. And no, he fights it off into a... Oh, nearly into a backslide, sort of pinfall. But Ciampa manages to get straight up. Gargano takes it down. Tequila Sunrise. We just trade submission maneuvers here between these two technical expertise wrestlers. Ciampa, though, fights out of that one easily. Gargano thought he had him. There's a big clothesline taking him down. There's Ciampa. Another submission hold. He looks to lock him in this figure four, but the referee calls for the rope break. As Ciampa gets him to his feet, and he looks to end Gargano's fairy tale again. And he keeps him in the midsection, and here comes the appropriately named fairy tale ending. Gargano may be done. Tommaso Ciampa has won the United States Championship. And the shadow that lingers over Johnny Gargano, that eats away at him for almost 2 years now, has risen once again here at Money in the Bank and has snatched the United States Championship from the jaws of victory for Johnny Wrestling. And once again, Gargano finds himself on the losing end of an encounter with his bitter enemy Tommaso Ciampa, who ended his fairy tale with a fairy tale ending. And now the reign of Ciampa is back in full swing, but no longer is it the NXT Championship. He's holding up Old Glory. Tommaso Ciampa, the Blackheart, is your first ever United States Champion here in 2K20 Universe Mode, in what was a sadistic beatdown and a cheap assault. So hopefully, we pray to my SmackDown General Manager that his championship match will go off without such heinous antics.
It's time to get underway our Intercontinental Championship match for the SmackDown brand. I am Liam, I am your SmackDown General Manager, and out first, challenging for the Intercontinental title, the first ever Universe Mode Intercontinental Championship match, the Philadelphia Stretcher, Drew Gulak, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion. One of the best pure wrestlers. That's why I drafted him, and that's why he's in the Intercontinental title match. That's something I want to put impetus on with the Intercontinental title. It is a wrestling championship. And Drew Gulak, for me, personifies exactly what Intercontinental Champion should be. But so does his challenger. It's the Intercontinental Championship. Let's add a little bit of Intercontinental flavour with the first ever United Kingdom champion in WWE history, Tyler Bate from Dudley, England.
And his opponent from Dudley, England, weighing in at
one half of Mustache Mountain, of course, although Trent Seven, they weren't drafted as a team. Trent Seven is in NXT, and the other third of British Strong Style, Pete Dunne, is over on Raw. So Tyler Bate is fending for himself on the SmackDown brand, but he's got himself a great opportunity here to become the first ever Intercontinental Champion. And it's not going to be easy for either man, because they are both very, very good in the ring. It's a one-on-one contest, and I'm rarely going to deviate away from that with the Intercontinental title. I was saying before about it being traditional wrestling. Traditional wrestling in its purest form is one-on-one competition, and that is what we're going to look to accentuate with the Intercontinental title. If you haven't seen the first episode, the first part of Money in the Bank, I suggest you watch it, not necessarily if you want to find out who the tag team champions are, but also because I explained in depth how SmackDown is going to work, how I'm going to be booking it, the different things I'm going to be prioritising, namely match records. So if you want to find out more about that, then go back and watch that episode first. Obviously, if you want to see the draft as well, that's on the channel. But you'll get used to everything when the TV starts. I also explained the schedule in the last episode. Follow us on Twitter as well, at WrestleVision YT. That's something I didn't mention and I keep forgetting to. Twitter is really important because that is where, if we ever have any updates to the channel, that is where we'll be able to let you know. So instead of like if we miss a video on a day, for example, for any particular reason, instead of you questioning, hang on, why are they not uploading? Has something happened? Go and follow us on Twitter and you'll find out exactly the reasons for such things. Anyway, to the matter at hand, Drew Gulak. And you think Drew Gulak probably has the submission advantage over Tyler Bate, strategy-wise, but Bate, I'd argue, has both a speed advantage and also a power advantage over Gulak. Both of these men, like I said, for me, they're almost tailor-made for being an Intercontinental Champion. They've both been champions before of their respective brands. They both have a very pure wrestling game. They both excel in different areas, and whoever wins this gonna have to be ready to defend it, because there's a whole roster of people who are going to want that championship. And Bate now going over and out, backwards and forwards with a big clothesline to Gulak. Thrown over the ropes. Gulak doing a little bit of gloating, and that's something that I don't think is the best idea and could be his undoing in this match if he does that too often. He's going to need to stay focused, because as you can see from that package DDT, Tyler Bate is on his game. And he's not going to take this opportunity lightly. He's a very young man, Tyler Bate. And to win an Intercontinental title this young would be an extremely impressive accolade. Gulak with a big boot. Knocks him down. And again, he's pandering a little bit to the crowd. And again, Bate has the opportunity to recuperate because of that, and now he's taking Gulak all around the world, and I'm not sure that's a particularly pleasurable experience if you are Drew Gulak. And he's going back round again the other way. Drops him down, and Bates staggering himself a little bit, but I'm sure more damage was done to Gulak. Whips him into the ropes. Not quite sure what he went for, but they collided, and now Gulak, can he take advantage? He can. He's stretching him. That's why they call him the Philadelphia Stretcher. And that is what we're talking about with Gulak's submission advantage, and that is what Bate has got to use his speed, elusiveness to avoid. Although Gulak managed to avoid that drop kick. Both men going back and forth. You're going to see a lot of reversals. They're both students of the game, these men. Crucifix pinfall attempt. Bate kicks out. Half and half suplex from Gulak. Just a stomp to Bate. And now a slap, or a chop rather. And just a club to the back of the head. And Tyler Bate could be in trouble here. Needs to be very, very careful. Did well there to escape whatever Gulak had planned. Can he escape this though? No, he can't. Once again, stretching Tyler out. Bate escapes. And he gets him up, looking for a suplex. Gulak manages to get out, and a big chop to the back of the leg. And he follows that up with yet another stretch, and this is what we're talking about. We've touched on this. The Philadelphia stretcher is going to look to stretch bait for there's no other way of saying it, really. You get what is on the can. Is that how the expression is? It is what it says on the tin. There we go. That's what I meant. Right. Tyler. Is he going to look for a suplex outside the ring? Yes, he is. And that is the strength we're talking about. As in the tag team title match, as there's no champion yet, this match can be won by count out. Probably prefer it wasn't. I mean, it's an Intercontinental Championship, and I'm sure Bate wouldn't want that, and maybe Gulak wouldn't either. You'd have to see what lengths he'd go to. And just a gutbuster, and that's the area we've been working on. He's been stretching that out for this match, and a lot of Bate's strength comes from his core. If you take that away, you take out a lot of his threat, really. The action spills to ringside, and yet another gutbuster, and it's clear what Gulak's strategy is here. Went for a back suplex. Bate, despite the what he's suffered, manages to land an enziguri after escaping and chucks Gulak into the steel steps. And now, I'm not sure this is the good idea from Tyler. High risk, high reward though, and a massive crossbody to the outside. And that just proves what this match means to young Tyler Bate, the length he is willing to go to defeat Drew Gulak and become the Intercontinental Champion. And the action's gone over the barricade. I'm not sure this is good for either man, because a double count out solves absolutely nothing. A double count out means we would not have an Intercontinental Champion. And while that might be interesting, I'm sure it's not something that either of these two men would be keen on happening, really. On arrival to the ring, Gulak with a vicious powerbomb, slamming Bate down. And now, on the way, he's just stamping down. And now drags him to the centre of the ring. Gulak with the Gulak submission hold, and this is where Bate is in trouble, because this is one of the most devastating submissions in professional wrestling, and if Bate can't escape, it's game over. It looks like he might well manage this time. Yes, he does. Tyler Bate, somewhat miraculously, manages to get out and survive the Gulak. But the damage has been done. Gulak with a massive big boot. Goes for the pinfall. Can Bate kick out? Yes, he can. And he rolls outside the ring, and that's good strategy. You might call it it's a bit cowardly, but you can't really blame him. He's just got out of the Gulak. I don't think you can call him cowardly, can you? Let's face it. And that kick has just bust Gulak open. And these two men are well and truly going at war here. Reversal after reversal, counter after counter, escape after escape. Bate looking for a suplex into the ring from the apron. And now, fired up Tyler. And Gulak could be in trouble. Tyler with a kick. Hooks it. Tyler driver 97. That is his finishing manoeuvre. That could be all she wrote. Gulak kicks out. Both men have survived each other's finishes. Bate got out of the Gulak. Gulak just kicked out of the Tyler driver 97. What are these two men going to have to do to each other to become Intercontinental Champion? Again, it's just counter after counter. And this is what the Intercontinental title is all about, and these are the quality of matches you're hopefully going to be seeing from the Intercontinental title. The rest of the roster is going to be well and truly put on notice. Gulak now rather. I thought he was going to go for a camel clutch, but instead he's just clubbing blows across the head and face of Bate. And then once again, Bate deciding to roll out. And you have to commend the strategy, I feel. Gulak whips him into the barricade. Again, count out victories will count. Bate looking to ring the arm. Gulak with elbow, the face, and a big clothesline. Knocking Bate down. Again, battling on the outside is dangerous, as I touched on before. The double count out means no Intercontinental Champion. No Intercontinental Champion. Bate with fists to the face in the barricade. Gets back in the ring. Referee restarts his count at 1, which is one of the broken things about this game. One of the many. Obviously this is pre-patch, like I said, we pre-record these, so this is pre-patch, so hopefully the patch doesn't break anything. That would be handy. On Gulak's arrival, Bate nails him with a drop kick, and now goes for a second Tyler Driver 97. Gulak's already kicked out of 1. Can he kick out of 2? Yes, he can. At a near fall, Gulak has escaped, or kicked out of 2 Tyler Driver 97s, and the young Tyler Bate has got to be absolutely miffed that he's not been able to put Gulak away. And now Gulak just snap suplex on the outside. And you ask again, what are these men going to put each other through? Bate going through a suplex now. Gulak manages to escape it. Gets him back in the ring. It's nice to know Gulak does not want to win by count out necessarily. But a big flapjack. Bate once again rolls out. This time I don't think it's strategy, I think it's just a consequence of not having a bloody clue where he is. Stumbles out. Manages to recuperate enough to get Gulak back in the ring. And now whips him into the corner. The referee's down now. It's all going on in this Intercontinental title bout. And Bate, looking to show his power from the second rope, suplexing or just slamming Gulak in from the apron. And now a rolling kick to the head. The head's already been busted open. And he's calling Gulak to his feet. Going for a third Tyler Driver 97, and that has to be it, you'd think. Oh my god. Gulak just kicked out of a third Tyler Driver 97. A big elbow. Bate dodges the clothesline. This has been... It's been a superb match. Absolutely no denying that. We have to wonder what Bate's got to do to win, and that is perhaps showing a bit of desperation. He's diving all the way over the top rope. We talked about it before, high risk, high reward, but high risk can also mean high consequences. Managed to nail Gulak with that one though. He's down in the ring now. Bate's now at the top rope. Looking for a crossbody. Gulak catches him this time. And that is what you talk about. The high risk, but he couldn't capitalise. The damage has been done to Gulak. Bate managed to get out, goes for the super kick and misses. Gulak now gets him up. And he's going back to that stretch we saw earlier. Can Bate escape? Oh, will Gulak? You can see the blood on the side of the head of Gulak there. Going down into his ear. Bate just elbowed that exact spot. Big boot from Bate. See the crowd in the background, absolutely loving this one. Gulak now looking for a second half-and-half suplex of the match. Drags Bate into the middle of the ring, away from the ropes, goes for the pinfall. Can Bate kick out this time? Yes, he can at 2. And neither of these men are going away. Gulak goes back to the clubbing blows across the face. Now, looking for power slam. Bate gets out, reverse DDT. Goes to the corner and he's calling Gulak to his feet. And lands another rolling kick. Drags him into the centre of the ring. Gets him up. And I think he was probably looking for another Tyler Driver 97 there, a 4th of the match, and you'd have to think that would be game over for Gulak, but Gulak manages to escape it. Once again, the trading reversals. We talked about this. These men will do anything to win, and the preparation they put in beforehand is included in that. Bate gets him up looking for a suplex. Gulak, once again, comes out the other side and lands a chop. Chop block to Bate. And now, Drew gets him up. Seems him having an absolutely massive powerbomb. But Bate, fired up, gets right back to his feet. Gulak escapes again. And it's back and forth, fast-paced action now. Gulak using the ropes for his advantage with a big stomp onto the chest. And he needs to take a breather. Bate's down. I'm not sure taking a breather is the best idea. He might need it, but it's allowing Bate time to recuperate. A 3rd half-and-half suplex. Goes for the pinfall again. Cannot do it. No, Bate kicks out again. And this match has had it all. And now, Gulak has the Gulak submission hold locked in. And is this going to be it? No, because Tyler Bate gets his feet to the ropes. That is miraculous. But has the damage been done? Gulak goes for the pinfall. Is that all she wrote? Yes, it is. That affair comes to an end with Drew Gulak, after a very, very hard-fought contest, crowned the first ever Intercontinental Champion. And if you enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to the next one, of course tomorrow we'll be crowning our Women's Champions. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow us on Twitter, all of those lovely things. From both myself and Connell, thank you for watching this episode as we crown Drew Gulak, after a fantastic match, our first ever SmackDown Intercontinental Champion.